I was about to close my Etsy shop. I was thinking that basically I had all these products that people were buying and I was set. But then I had no consistent sales and I almost closed my Etsy shop. Today, I want to share with you the hardest part of running my Etsy shop and what helped me break through. And I'll give you a clue. It's G-O-D, of course. And I was an elementary school teacher for 10 years. I taught pre-K through first grade. And I was also a Peace Corps volunteer in Thailand for 2 years as an English teacher. So I want to share with you the realistic view of having an Etsy shop. And that is not easy, unless I think it's easy, right? Of having sales. The biggest struggle that I had and sometimes do have is slow sales and self-doubt. And I say it in a way because I've had my Etsy shop for 4 years and I have reached 400 sales. And I have been comparing myself because I see other shops who have started maybe a year ago and they have reached 1,000 sales already. But then again, it's like, why am I comparing myself to other shops? And so I think sometimes that is a struggle for me, having self-doubt. So for me, the way I overcome through that is that I just don't compare myself. And I focus on myself, focus on my business, and focus on being consistent, because I think being consistent is the hardest thing, but I think it's the way to go. And as a believer in Jesus Christ, I feel like He is telling me that I can still do this. You know, He has gifted me with the skills of creating kids printables that people will actually buy, you know, they like. And Jesus is telling me, you gotta keep going because you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it to 1,000 sales. I don't know when that will be, but I know that I will reach 1,000 sales because I have the skills, and it's just that I have to apply it in a consistent way, but in a way that I'm not gonna burn myself out. Because as creating kids printables, I sometimes create one printable each day, and sometimes I get overwhelmed. So then I would give myself a day to take a break. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, because I think as a small business owner, taking mental breaks is very important, because it's a way to take care of yourself and nourish yourself and just keep on going. Apparently, what had helped me overcome my struggle is Jesus Christ. And in a way, He's just motivated me. You know, they say that you can be your number one fan. Well, guess what? Jesus Christ is my number one fan. So I just keep researching and finding new things that work. And if they don't work, I don't do it. But let me tell you, there is a YouTube blogger. What's that blog? Yes. His name is Etsy Consultant. And I feel like with this guy, he is legit. He is being truthful. Because I feel like I have seen other YouTubers who would say, yes, you need to do it this way. And then they completely, like, at the end say, oh, you can join I can help you out with a one-on-one. I understand that. But like, the information that was given to me was very little, and it just didn't hit me. But this person that I've been watching, Etsy Consultant, like, he has mentioned a lot of useful things. He has mentioned that social media is not important. I was like, what? Everybody says social media is important as a way of marketing. And he was saying, don't focus on that, because you could end up using that time to make a product. I was like, okay, I think this guy's getting somewhere, because nobody says that. Nobody does. And I was like, okay. So he mentions that, and he mentions to create 100 products at least. And to me, I did not like that. I was like, 100 products, I don't know if I'm gonna have the time for it. Well, guess what? I am a small business owner, and if I want to be successful, I have to keep going. So I have reached 67 listings and I'm almost there. And so I have noticed that I have been getting sales. My sales are increasing. So reaching out, researching, and finding new information that works really helped me overcome the struggles. And praying and being thankful and not complaining, it really helps me out on this journey as being an Etsy shop owner, because it's not easy. A lot of people thinking that it's easy. It's not easy, but it is worthwhile. A business owner like me, please don't give up. Please don't give up. Please feel encouraged, because you know, with God, all things are possible. If this person can reach 1,000 sales, so can I. You know, what's so nice is that when I look at my shop, I noticed on one of my popular products, they would show how many people have it in their cart, and I'm like, okay, just go ahead and add it to cart and purchase it, because it was like 4 people. That shows that they have my product in their cart. But it's like, it is what it is. So, but you know, being discouraged is a way to empower me that I can do this. You know, even though I have some struggles with slow sales and self-doubt, I think twisting that around is a way of me growing, of a way of me being more successful, and just keep on going, being consistent, and having fun at this. Because, you know, making kids printables, it could be fun if I make it fun. Because like whenever I look at my product, I'll be like, sometimes I'd be moving, but like, yes, that looks so good. Like, I would buy this for $3.39, you know? And whenever I look at my products, I try to be reasonable with the prices. And let me say one thing. I saw this YouTuber basically saying to lower your, that's my daughter, that basically lower your price, like the low price. And to me, I felt kind of uneasy about it, because I have created this product and it took me like a few days, and I'm going to sell it for like $2. Like, no. So I didn't think that was right. So when I had started watching somebody else, Etsy consultant, he said, do it where you feel that you are proud of and that you would be comfortable selling it to somebody. So reasonably prices that I have, my lowest price is like $2.19 and the highest is like $5, you know. But like the one that is $5 they're mostly activity packs. I have a unicorn bingo that has like 20 different bingo cards that is all in 1 page or 2 pages. So I try to offer a versatile average prices. So, but I'll see you guys on the next video.